you've got to shift your environment in order to get better at connections. And we need more collaborative workspaces. Can you talk to this, both of you all? Can you talk to the importance, the necessity, and any tips that you have of how we can influence our workspaces to promote collaboration and connection?
Yes, I think, well, one of the things that I noticed that all high achievers had in common was that they surrounded themselves with mentors. And that was the ability of how we can form connection with other people, because mentoring is no longer the way we used to be, where it was somebody senior, in the C-suite. Now it's at any level, right? Aishe mentors me all the time. Michelle mentors me all the time. It could be someone senior to you, at your level, junior to you. And we are no longer constrained by space. Aishe and I are in 2 different countries, 2 different time zones, yet we can still have that mentoring relationship. It could be in person, as we had during that dinner in New York City. It could be on the phone, as we had during those meetings, during my commute. It could be when she was recently here, we met up for lunch and we had another conversation. So we can do that. We can have those collaborative spaces. There's a lot of research that shows those open office plans are not as great as we thought that they are, but having those spaces where you can go and be together while also be alone so that you can do your deep thinking, I think is so critical. I do want to add something to that trust question. I agree 100% that we need that trust. What I find the older I get is that building that trust is a lot of work. It's a lot of work and I'm tired. So I made that shift, and maybe this was my seismic shift, but it's proven to work, is that the older I get, I like you and I trust you until you give me a reason not to. Now, does that mean that I've been burned in the process? Absolutely. By people I never saw it coming. But I have also made great connections, great work relationships, and great friends, irrespective of gender, religion, culture, geographic location. I think it just opens up a whole world.
Physical spaces are really important. So I was at a conference in Spain this summer, and one of the leaders that I was talking to was saying she's losing talent because they are working remotely, and people want to go in or choosing offices where there's a physical office and people are required to come to work. So I think that every company is different. There are different styles, but being able to have that option that you can have meetings like this, us together sharing ideas online, but complementing that with physical spaces, but also activities. I find that we've lost intentionality at offices. There used to be, I don't know, like people would hang out after work, or I used to say that I built trust in bathrooms, in the women's bathrooms, basically. You go into a bathroom with a woman executive and you talk about either like your period or your kids or something, and you immediately bond. So those things, like the spontaneous connection points, are also incredibly important. And what we found in our research, some very simple things like smiling, going into a meeting room with a smile, introducing yourself to people, shaking hands. So these are some of the things that we seem to have forgotten, to be able to say thank you. Very basic. Listening more than talking. These are some of the very simple tips that I think we know. It's just that we have lost practice.